biggest breath in you can. Blast it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep going, blow, 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 blow.
My name is Caitlyn and I'm a 21-year-old living with cystic fibrosis, and this is my story. When I was born, I had a meconium ileus, which was a big red flag. So at that point, I was rushed and had emergency surgery, and then at 2 weeks, they finally diagnosed me. I think my CF diagnosis has changed my life. It's just a different way of life, I think. It's taught me to grow up a little faster and has made me responsible earlier on.
It's taught her to fight, and that's made her who she is. Then that, I wouldn't change anything about her.
My family has always been very involved, and I think that's such a blessing.
When I think about having a child with chronic illness, I think the fear of the unknown has always been there, and I don't try to be pessimistic, but I try to be realistic, and that's kind of how I've always had to function. I'm not going to pretend it's not there, but at the same time we were going to live our life, and we weren't going to live in the shadows of CF, and we didn't want Caitlyn to live in that shadow.
I think when I was younger, I didn't fully understand what CF was and how it was going to affect my life. My parents always made everything very fun, and then the older I got, I slowly was like, okay, this is what the rest of my life is going to look like, and this is what my daily activities will be. And living with CF isn't always, sunshine, and it's not always happy. 2015 was my very first hospital stay, and that's pretty remarkable in the CF world, I think. And I was scared, and I was sad, and I didn't really know entirely what it was going to be like. I didn't know the outcome of it. I didn't know what was going to be going on. I think one other thing that's really hard as a CFer is seeing other CF patients going through super hard times. And I followed a very dear friend that passed away a couple years ago, and I think that really hit me and was like, wow, that could be me. So I think things like that are very scary, and one of those things that you never really think about until it's happening or it happens to someone else close to you.
I think as a mom, I was like, will I see her turn 16? And will I see her graduate? And then now with her getting married, I didn't know if I would see that. And there's no guarantees with any child, but when you have that always hanging over your head, that's been tough.
Dr. Colombo has affected my life in so many amazing ways. I very first met him when I was 8 years old, but he has just been like such a light in my life with CF, and I myself and my family truly believe that I have been so healthy because of him. He's always called me his second favorite redhead, and because his daughter's a redhead. So that's always made me feel really special. But he and I have just grown so close to one another, and he's just made such an impact in my life. And it's hard. It's really hard knowing that today is my last clinic appointment with him. I'm so happy for him, and he's had such an amazing career, but I'm like, do you really have to retire? If it weren't for him, I don't think my life would be how it is today. I mean, I truly believe that. And he's just such a wonderful doctor, and I'll never be able to thank him enough.
He's just been fabulous for our whole family, and we look forward to great things in the adult clinic too, but he's a tough act to follow for sure.
Thank you.
You guys mean so much to me.
Oh, goodness. I can't imagine. It's just been the biggest blessing ever.
You guys are a blessing.
When I think about my future with CF, there's obviously some times when it is a little scary, and I think just the main thing is I just want to always do as much as I can to keep living life to the fullest. I don't ever want to regret not doing things because of CF. I'm getting married in September, and I'd love to have kids someday, and I don't want anything to ever hold me back just because of CF. We've always just been trying to be very positive, and I think that's one of the best things you can do, because it's your way of life and it is what it is, and you just have to live every day like it's your last. And so I mean, I don't think CF has impacted my life in many negative ways. I think if anything, it's made me a stronger person and has taught me a lot about life.